college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Back to throw, it's Beckman. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
That is a crazy sequence of events, because if you're the defense, you're feeling yourself after getting that sack on first down. Now you've got them in second in California, thinking you're going to do it again, and you let it.
Got a little grass. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Buying some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Using his feet to buy time. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unleashes to the end zone. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside and I'm saying, hey, listen, Interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball.
It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Houston Cougars and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one.
He's got it down the right side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The run inside. It's Hughes. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front.
Makes a grab and room to run. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play,
breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
To the air, it's Henderson. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Makes a deep grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Air the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
He lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Rushes on him. Showing the arm straight down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short, Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Running inside, it's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense, quick tempo.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. You just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Over the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. He fires to the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the thing.
Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Under fire. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Number 95, safety kickoff.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The run inside. It's Sanford. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to pass, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He'll try to take it back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
He's going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback.